Hello guys, welcome to Suhi's Gardening, and I'm standing today at the backyard of my house in India. I just came for a vacation for 2 months, and for this 2 months let us have some gardening videos in India. And this is my backyard garden which is maintained by my mother and sister. And you know, this garden is about 20 to 25 years old garden, and let us have a tour of this garden. So this is an almond tree. What I'm focusing is an almond tree, and you could see some of the almonds in this tree. And this tree is about 15 to 20 years old. And in this tree, if you see, there is a creeper, and this creeper is called Perendai in Tamil, and it is a medicinal herb which we use. Let's have a closer look of this. So this is Perendai. So the English name of this plant is called Edamant creeper, and some says as wall grape. And it is a medicinal plant, and we use for normal cooking. So it has a lot of medicinal properties, and we can use for gastritis. We can use this for children for deworming. So even diabetic patients use this Perendai in order to control the sugar levels. So the almond tree is a very big tree. So near the almond tree we have drumstick tree. So drumstick is called moringa in English, and these are all the drumstick leaves. So let's have a closer look of this moringa leaves. And this is very rich in vitamin C and calcium, and this is a very big tree, and it is about 15 years old tree. So near to moringa tree we have curry leaves plants. So these are the curry leaves plants, and curry leaves is one of the herb which we use for seasoning. I'll try to take a video of how to propagate curry leaves, because many of my viewers ask me how to propagate curry leaves. So I will just try to take a video of how to propagate curry leaves. This is a small tree, and this is a sapota tree. And near the sapota tree we have a flowering plant tree, and we call this plant as Shenbagam. And this plant have more fragrance, and so this is a 3-day-old Shenbagam flower. So this is the bud of the flower, and I'll just show you the fresh flower. So you could see buds at different stages of the Shenbagam flower, and we use these flowers for puja in temples. We use, even girls used to keep this flower in their hair. So mostly in South India we use flowers. Girls use flowers for their hairs, which gives nice aroma and fragrance. So near the Shenbagam tree we have a jasmine flower, and this jasmine plant is a climber, and if you see it has dried out, and this is not the season of jasmine. And here is a guava tree, and I could see some of guava flowers, but there is no fruit now. See, you could notice the barks and the stem of the guava tree. The guava tree is covered by a variety of jasmine, and this jasmine plant we call it as Jadi Mullai, and it also gives a very good fragrance. And So these Jadi Mulai flowers we use for all marriages, functions, and you could see the bud and flower of this plant. So it is extensively grown, and so we are just coming to see the papaya tree. I don't know why the papaya leaves are yellow. I think it is going to die. And you could see some papaya. So these are the papaya. So this is a very tall tree. Since it is growing very tall, we are not able to pluck the papaya. So my mother have cut the tree at the top so that new branches comes at the side like this. So this I could touch. So this papaya I am able to touch. And this is another flowering plant, but it has not flowered yet, and it is called Marikolundu. And down we have aloe vera and some of the other flowering plants. And this is a climber, and this is also a variety of jasmine. We call it as mulai. So it has climbed over to the stairs, and we used to pluck the flowers in the stairs from over there. So this is the bird's eye view of the mulai plant. So I have come to the stairs. If you see, this is our stairs, and we used to pluck the flowers from here. So all these flowers are very fragrant and gives our hair a beautiful aroma. And we also use these flowers for puja in temples and also to decorate the god of our house. So you could these are all the bird's eye view of our trees. This is the guava tree. This is the papaya. So some of the plants, I don't know the English name, and I just want to search the English name, and if I search also I couldn't get English name for some of the plants here. So this is a pomegranate tree, and I'll just show you the pomegranate. So now let us go to the front of the house and see the plants over there. So these are some of the rows. So this is the pothos plant situated in front of my house. It will grow extensively, and if it grows extensively, we would cut it at the roots. And last 3 months before, we have cut this plant, and it has grown extensively after that. So here we have crotons and beetle leaf climber, and if you see, this is beetle leaf plant. It is a climber like pothos. So this betel leaf, we use it for digestion after meals. In South India, we use betel leaf and betel nut together after heavy meals, and in North India we use betel leaf as bida, and in also for traditional puja purposes we use betel leaf. So it is also easy to propagate, and I'll show you how to propagate betel leaf plant in one of my videos. So now let us go to the front of the house. So front of my house we have custard apple tree, and if you see close we have custard apples, and custard apple is a very healthy and tasty fruit, and if you have not tasted the custard apples, if you taste you will love it. So there are some two custard apple tree. So here we have mehendi plant, and this plant is called mehendi plant. It has regrown after it has cut fully. So opposite to my house there is a vacant area, and we have used this vacant area to grow flowers, and these are some of the flowering plants which we use for pujas and to decorate a Hindu god. So these flowers are more beautiful.